God did not only create man with capacity to interact with him, God created man with the intention to interact with man. You know, there is a way that you have a mindset about prayer, that your prayer life will be sustained by crisis. There's an orientation to prayer that puts you in a place where your prayer life is sustained by crisis. That if God wants you to be praying, he will need to allow crisis to be your constant experience. Because that is the only guaranteed context within which you are going to pray. That is why some of our brothers and sisters, when they left Nigeria and they left parts of Africa, and then they went to Poland, or they went to England, or they went to America, they suddenly started realizing that the things to pray about were diminishing by the day as they got integrated into the system. And gradually, they lost the sense of the need for prayer. Because while they were back home in Africa, their orientation to prayer and their practice of prayer was skewed. It was skewed around crisis. And if there is nothing that you feel any urgency to receive from God, there will be no need to be asking God. I'm trying to get you to enter into that space in your mind where prayer is not simply a means to an end. Where prayer is not just the way that you get things done. Where prayer is not just the way that you receive things. Where prayer is not only important because of its practicality. And the way to see that is to go back to the beginning, to understand the original communicative context that existed in the communication situation that existed between man and his maker. That it was not when man started looking for a wife that he realized that he needs to talk to God. The first interaction between God and humanity was not need-oriented. It was not ask and receive oriented. Of course, asking and receiving is a vital part of prayer, particularly in a fallen world. But we are trying to establish foundations so that you will not become prayerless because you are in Poland. You will realize that maybe you don't need to pray about armed bandits when you want to hit the road anymore. So the sensitivity that we use here and the discernment that we use here, should I travel on Monday or should I travel on Tuesday, is no longer there. What starts to happen is that lamp, the lamp in your spirit, the lamp in your spirit that is responsive to God, it starts to enter into rust by reason of disuse. Yet, the original context of the communication and interaction between God and humanity was not because humanity had a need.